Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jeff Hem. I'm the play-by-play announcer for the Sounds, and on behalf of the entire organization and all of the folks up here behind me, I'd like to thank you for being here on this historic, much-anticipated day. Last February seems like yesterday when we were not far from this very spot celebrating the groundbreaking for the construction of this beautiful ballpark. And now we're here on opening day, ready to open the doors to not just a new stadium, but a new and exciting chapter in the history of this great sport in this wonderful city. One of my favorite parts of announcing games for the Sounds is getting to travel around our league to the other cities and ballparks. I, like a lot of the people up here with me, have seen my fair share of ballparks, and there are some great ones. In my opinion, folks, this ballpark in this city is now at the top of everyone's list. As you can imagine, the Sounds are excited about this ballpark and this day. I can promise you, no one is more excited than Sounds owner Frank Ward.
Thank you, Jeff. Good afternoon, and thanks to everyone for attendance today on this historic day for Nashville and for the Nashville Sounds. My partner Masahiro and I are thrilled to see the mayor, the governor, members of the Metro Council, members of the Sports Authority, our friends from baseball industry, and certainly all the dedicated fans of the Sounds have taken time out as we formally open our new home, First Tennessee Park. The journey began on April the 4th, 2013, at the season opener at Greer, when Maureen and I came to an agreement that Sofadell was indeed the best location for this ballpark. The world changed that day. From March 3rd of last year, the real date that dirt began to move in this site, and over the past 14 months, this has been an incredible construction process, and I'd like to thank the hundreds of workers who have lent their time, sweat, and skills to make First Tennessee Park the finest minor league baseball park. I don't have time to individually thank everyone who contributed to this project. There are many people that would be on that list, but I'd like to single out a few. Mayor Caldine for his vision and leadership. Governor Haslam and the state of Tennessee for assisting to make this project a reality. Rich Riebling and Jim Fike of the mayor's office, which was my counterpart in this process for the last 2 years, and it was a pleasure working and dealing with Rich. Jim Fike, no matter what situations were, he always has a smile on his face, and his counsel was invaluable to me. Ron Gobble and the project management team of Gobble Hayes Partners. He had the fortune or unfortune of trying to corral a bunch of people that have strong personalities to get us to this day, and I appreciate it. William Hastings and the staff of Hastings and Associates, Bruce Miller, David Wood, and Steve Boyd of Populous for designing this magnificent facility, and I thank you both. Last but not least are the members of the front office of our staff, led by our Chief Operating Officer and General Manager, Gary Arthur, who is seated with us today. Gary has been with me every step of the way for the last 2 years, Besides being a great friend, his knowledge of baseball to me has been invaluable. The group of young men and women who have worked very hard will continue to work very hard to provide your memorable fan experiences day in and day out at this new facility. Yes, I'm excited to be celebrating this day with you, but what is ultimately or uniquely special is the way the city and the region has embraced my family in a way that makes presenting First Tennessee Park as a first-class facility very important to me, not only to me, but to my wife Renee, my sons Tim and Chris, and my daughters Danielle and Katie. We are privileged to be joined today by several members from First Tennessee Bank, our naming rights partner on this project. At this time, I'd like to introduce the President of Middle Tennessee Region of First Tennessee Bank, Carol Yoakum. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. It's wonderful to see everyone here this afternoon. In April of last year, when the press conference was held announcing First Tennessee Park, we certainly had an idea of how the park would look. But I don't think we ever imagined then just how special, amazing, and spectacular First Tennessee Park would turn out to be. We are proud to have our brand associated with the first-class experience the Sounds and the city have created for Nashvillians. Baseball is America's pastime, and certainly an important part of the history of Nashville for almost a century. And this neighborhood has a great history with so many memories. First Tennessee Park will create many more. At First Tennessee Bank, we just celebrated our 150th anniversary. We are the largest and oldest bank in the state of Tennessee. Our history proves that we are committed to serving the people, businesses, and communities where we live and work together. First Tennessee Park will serve and entertain new generations of kids, parents, and grandparents. A lifetime of new memories will be made. We are thrilled to be part of the next chapter of professional baseball in Nashville and Middle Tennessee. And I cannot say how pleased we are to be celebrating the opening of First Tennessee Park with our partners. To Frank Ward and Mayor Carl Dean and your respective teams, my congratulations to you all. It's my great honor now to introduce to you President of the Oakland A's, Michael Crowley.
Good evening, and thank you for including us in such a historic event for the city of Nashville and the Sounds franchise. We are extremely excited to be able to share this day with everyone in attendance here and throughout the region. For those of you here that don't know, this is our first season in Nashville, and a lot went into selecting a new affiliate, especially at the AAA level. So when we decided to find a new AAA partner, Nashville quickly established itself as a no-brainer. Everyone already knew what a fantastic city this was. Fantastic music scene, terrific food, and its strong and proud history. But what we also found here was a committed ownership group that shares our values, does business with integrity, and wants to win as much as we do. The decision was very easy. We also had a great history and great relationship with Gary Arthur for his time with our former AAA affiliate, which only added another level of comfort to an already positive situation. Gary knows firsthand working with the A's and how our recent success at this level is unsurpassed by any other franchise. Since 2000, we've won our division 11 times in 15 years, while adding 4 Pacific Coast League championships and 2 AAA World Series championships. Our scouting and player development staff place a strong emphasis on winning, especially at the top of our system, and we know that this will continue here in Nashville. In regards to building of this facility and all the hard work it took to make it happen, there are countless people to thank. I'll start with Mayor Dean and his staff for having the foresight to get this project off the ground and building it in an area of Nashville that will bring so many other positives to the region. Trust me, I know all too well how hard it is to get a ballpark built. I'd also like to recognize Sounds owner Frank Ward and Masahiro Hanzawa for their persistence in getting this amazing ballpark built. This didn't just build a great park, but they also paid tribute to the great baseball history that the city boasts. Sounds fans are in for a real treat when they walk into the stadium for the first time, and I know that they will create memories here at First Tennessee Park for many years to come. In addition to the ownership group, I know all of the Sound staff has been working around the clock to make this project a reality. Your work has not gone unnoticed, and you should feel extremely proud this evening when the first pitch is thrown in front of a packed house. Finally, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the people of Nashville who have embraced this new partnership with the A's. This is a new beginning for us, the Sounds and the city of Nashville, and we couldn't be happier. We're just as excited to get to know you as you are to get to know these new batch of ball players. Thank you again for joining forces with our franchise and having the determination to get this incredible venue ready for opening day. We are looking forward to a great 2015 season and a long and successful partnership here in Nashville. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to hand the mic over to Branch Rickey, President of the Pacific Coast League.
Thank you very much. It's fairly common as president of a league that when I come into a city from my travels around, seeing the other teams in the league, the question I'm first asked is, how are things in the league? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, things are about to get a whole lot better. This is a magical moment. It's been a long time in coming. There's an awful lot of unseen credit that will never get acknowledged. But particular thanks from the Pacific Coast League to Mayor Dean, who really went the extra mile and really saw the vision and realized what could be accomplished here and had the inspiration to understand that Sulphur Dell was the place that this should take place. And thank you also to Governor Haslam, to First Tennessee Bank, particular thanks to Masahiro and Frank and Gary Arthur for all the hard work that you've put in this. The magic, I think, in today's minor league baseball is we are a marriage, and a very special marriage. We're a marriage of new facilities like this with very special architecture, a chemistry that cannot be imagined until you've been in there and participated in it, and it's a marriage with affordable recreation. Recreation that you can bring your family to. The city of Nashville is going to be a long benefactor of all the hard work, the vision, and everything that has gone into producing this new facility for the city. Ladies and gentlemen, I think God is smiling on Nashville today. Thank you. My honor to present Mayor Dean.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is a great day for baseball in Nashville today. And thank you all for being here to celebrate the opening of First Tennessee Park. A new home for the Nashville Sounds has been a long time coming, and it is a thrill for me as a baseball fan to be part of this. I want to say thank you to Frank and Masahiro, the owners of the Nashville Sounds, for being such great partners in this project. I want to thank Michael Crowley, the Oakland A's, Branch Rickey III, and the Pacific Coast League for all of their support. This is not just a baseball stadium. In a couple of hours, baseball will be played for the first time in more than 50 years at this historic Nashville home, Sulphur Dell. how many places can say this? Baseball was first played in this area in the 1860s, and over the years, Jackie Robinson, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Joe DiMaggio all played here. Sports writing legend Grantland Rice gave Sulphur Dell its name for the natural sulfur spring that is nearby. And now, after more than 35 years at Greer Stadium, the Nashville Sounds will join the long line of baseball clubs that have made Sulphur Dell home. But the city's decision to build a new park here wasn't just about history. It's also very much about the future. This project will make a big difference for this part of our city, and you can already see that all around us. 25 major new developments are in works in this area, including a plan for a new Tennessee State Museum, which Governor Haslam will talk about in a moment. These developments will bring jobs and dollars and opportunities to North Nashville. And as we have seen in other parts of the city, public investment inspires private investment. First Tennessee Park also will help tie together Germantown, downtown, Salem Town, Jefferson Streets, and other parts of North Nashville. This area is easily accessible by bicycle, mass transit, and it's very walkable too. A new B-Cycle station, the latest addition to our city's low-cost bike share program, is opening today on the northwest side of the ballpark. B-Cycles are free today, so if you want to check out a bike for 60 minutes and you've got a little bit of time here, you can do so. Thank you to First Tennessee Bank for making this possible. MTA's Music City Circuit buses also come through this area on a regular basis, and they'll be more frequent now. I encourage everyone to give those buses a ride. The ballpark itself has been awarded LEED Silver certification, which is high praise for its outstanding commitment to environmental and energy sustainability. I'm very proud of all the sustainable features that are part of this project, including a new greenway, a green roof, and the repurposing of this site so that it now links downtown to the thriving neighborhoods to the north. This will be the best minor league baseball stadium in the country, and you'll start to see why in a few minutes. But you will get to see even more in a couple weeks, because I'm happy to announce that the Sounds and I will host a free community day here at First Tennessee Park from 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, May 2nd. This totally free event will give fans a behind-the-scenes tour of the ballpark, and you can run the bases. A few more people I want to thank before we cut the ribbon. First, thank you to Carol Yoakum and her colleagues at First Tennessee Bank for their confidence in Nashville. Thanks to the project team led by Ron Goebel for getting the stadium built on time. A lot of hand-wringing went on up until today, but it got done. They overcame every obstacle on the way to meeting this challenging deadline. I want to thank the Metro Council, members of the State General Assembly for their help on this project. I want to recognize J.D. Elliott and the members of the Sports Authority, as well as the incomparable Sports Authority Executive Director, Toby Compton. Special thanks, as always, to Deputy Mayor Greg Highnote, Finance Director Rich Riebling for doing the heavy lifting and getting this thing done. And thank you to all the Metro departments who've played a role in this project. Finally, I want to say to all the entities in government that have played a part in this, thank you, especially to those entities from the state. We are lucky to have a state government that is led by someone who's been a mayor and who understands how cities work. So please welcome a man who has been a big supporter of what's happened here, Bill Haslam, our great governor.
Thanks, Carl. Well, thank you all. And thanks and good evening. This is a great day for Nashville, and it's actually a great day for the state of Tennessee, too. First, let me start by thanking Frank and the ownership team. Sports at its best brings us together, and that will happen right here. Second, I want to take a minute and point out really the incredible work that Mayor Dean has done here. There are several projects that have happened in Nashville where he has threaded the needle on things that a lot of people didn't think could happen. About 4 years ago, I was talking to Mayor Dean, and we were talking about where the new baseball field should go, and I was just listening because I was fairly new to town. And Mayor Dean said, I would love it to go here at Sulphur Dell for two reasons. One, because of the history of the location, and second, because I honestly think it can show our commitment to continuing to connect downtown and the Capitol area to Jefferson Street and all of North Nashville. And he figured out a way to do that. And when you work with a lot of different government entities, he had to work in the state since we had some property here, and the ownership group and everybody else. It takes a certain set of skills and commitment to make that happen. So join me in saluting Mayor Carl Dean for an incredibly great job done there. The mayor announced that, or mentioned that we're getting ready to we just got approval to build a brand new state museum just behind here. And it's our hope that this entire area will become a tourist area that will draw people to come watch baseball, see the state capitol, visit the state museum, and enjoy all the great things about this area. So on behalf of all of us, thank you for helping build this neighborhood that we're a part of. I look forward to enjoying a lot of great baseball here with you again. I will now turn it back over to our mayor, Carl Dean.
Well, thank you, Governor. You know, being the mayor of Nashville is a good job, and one of the coolest parts about being mayor of Nashville is that there's a TV show called Nashville. And so please join me in welcoming a great actor, a great musician, and a really great friend of this city. Many of you know him as Deacon, but his real name is Chip Eston. And Chip, please take it away.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Mayor Dean. Thank you very much, everybody. It's a real honor to be here. As a lot of you know, we have a mayor on our TV show. We can all rest very comfortably knowing that you have a much better mayor in real life right here. We talked about getting a baseball field built in our very first episode. Well, this mayor right here, he got this field built right now, right here. So let's give him a hand one more time. I also want to thank Governor Haslam. I want to thank both Mayor Dean and Governor Haslam and the Sounds for having me here today. This is a real honor. My daughter's here with me today, and I was telling her we'll get to tell our grandkids about this, and so will you. This is a wonderful day, and with my friend Colin Linden beside me here, please welcome Colin from Nashville. He works on the show with me. He's the sound of Deacon Claiborne's guitar. And this is a very special week for Colin. He's performing for not only the mayor and for the governor, but on Tuesday he performed at the White House, so that's a rare trifecta, performed for the president. So his head's a little big right now, and he's about to help me play, I think, a perfect song for this moment. Will you take me out to that ball game? You ready?
Yeah. Check counter?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the Sounds. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for Nashville. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Go on, Colin. the ball game. Take me out to the Sounds. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for. If they don't win, it's a shame, 'cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, they're out at the old ball game. All right, go Nashville! Thank you.
Thank you guys for that great performance. And let me remind everyone that Chip will be singing the national anthem at 7 p.m. before the game. Now I'm looking forward to greeting everybody as you come in the stadium with Frank. And now I'd ask everybody on stage to come on over so we can cut the ribbon and get this stadium open. Thank you. Play ball, right?
Let's play ball!
I have 3 predictions. Great baseball will be played here. New stars will be born. And maybe, most important, new memories will be made here. And in that spirit, I would like to say to all of you, welcome to First Tennessee Park.
Thank you, Carol Yogo.
Go.
The Nashville Sounds would also like to welcome the following guests tonight. The president of the Oakland Athletics, Michael Crowley. Pacific Coast League president, Branch Rickey. Owner, Masahiro Hanzawa. Owner, Frank Moore. And also on the field, please welcome Nashville Mayor Carl Dean.
Well, thank you, and welcome to this beautiful baseball stadium. Let me say, frankly, thank you to Frank and the ownership team. They were great. This is a true public-private partnership, and you guys made it happen, and we appreciate it so much. First Tennessee, a good decision putting your name on this park. This is a great park. Let me say thank you to the governor for his help with this project, the Metro Council, everybody who works for the city. This was a team effort, and thank you for being completed on time. And thank you for having a beautiful night kickoff. It's a great time, very happy.
Let's see a strike. Nashville Mayor Carl Dean. To honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem from the hit TV show Nashville, please welcome Chip Eston. Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light? So proudly we live at the twilight's last gleam.
On behalf of all of us at First Tennessee Bank, it is my distinct honor to say just two words: play ball!